Hackatronics.
Hey everyone, this is going to be a continuation of the Aroma Diffuser blocking my garage door remote frequency. So I received a question on the original video from Ed Morbus saying, Heilman Hackatronics, can you test with another power supply? And indeed I can. So I have two power supplies that I'm going to use as an alternative to the original power supply. Okay, before I get started with the alternate power supplies, I just wanted to show you the characteristics of the original power supply. The output is 24 volts DC, and the output current maximum is 0.65 amps, which would be the equivalent of 650 milliamps. Alright, now let's get going with the alternates. The first alternate power supply I will be using is the TacLife MDC01. It is quite capable of generating the equivalent voltage and current of the original power supply. So I'll be using that one first. And as my second alternate power supply, I will be using a lithium-ion battery, which is designed for a power tool. Its maximum voltage output is 20 volts DC, but I thought it was appropriate to use this because it is a DC source, so it will act as a linear power supply. There won't be any switching noise that you would see with the TacLife or the original power supply. So this should be a flat voltage and you won't see any kind of noise generated by the power source itself. Alright, let's get going. I'm going to start off by turning on the diffuser using the original power supply. And we can see there's noise being generated there. And I'm going to lock that trace in green. Okay, that's locked now. Now I'm going to turn that off. Now I'm going to switch out to the TacLife MDC01 power supply. Now you can see I've drawn two lines here. That's just so I can make sure that I have the placement of the diffuser in the same spot that I had it in for the original test using the original power supply. So I just match up the shadow with those lines there. And let me just plug this in to the TacLife. Red to red, black to black, output enabled. Okay, now I turn it on. Okay, so we can see there's noise being generated there. Now I'm going to save this trace as a red trace. And we're going to enable it. I'm going to set the calc output for max hold. Wait a moment, and then going to go back and freeze it. Okay, so now the red, aka TacLife trace, has been saved. Now I'm going to switch over to the lithium-ion battery output. Okay, so you see the yellow just turned off there, which is fine. So I'm going to put this here. Hopefully there's no branding showing. Okay, so red is positive, black is negative. You heard the beep, so we're getting power to the diffuser. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, we got noise output. Now I'm going to save this final trace as yellow because I only have 3 traces. So trace 1, max hold, and going to say freeze. And there we go. Okay. Now, the baseline shifted down because the spectrum analyzer does that for maximum headroom. Now, if I recall correctly, the green was the original power supply, the red was the TAC Life power supply, and the yellow was the lithium ion power supply. And you can see that they all have nearly identical noise level output, which to me would indicate the problem has nothing to do with the power supply, but the problem has to do with the actual design of the aroma diffuser. So anyway, interesting investigation. Thanks for the question. Take care. Bye.